that I try. I try to just do, well, I mean, it's a mixture. So I try to do water and dry fasting. I try to, because my main thing is discipline. I'm always just trying to, stretch my body to see what I am capable of doing. But the water fasting, I usually just drink spring water, or I will cut up lemons and limes, or key limes specifically, and I put those in the water and I set the water out in the sunlight. Um, and then I drink that and only that, or I just drink spring water by itself. And then like when you break your fast, you end up eating like watermelon or something that is high in water content, so that you're breaking your fast with something, but not, hurting your body with thick items
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
make your body go into shock. But yeah,
Mhm.
that's the most that I do, is the water fasting. I haven't done juice fasting, but I want to. The next fast I do is going to be juice fasting, where you're still taking in nutrients, it's just only in the liquid form, and it's just fruits and vegetables, mainly fruits though.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. No, I
I
appreciate
love it
that.
so much.
No, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. Shirley, before we move into the guys, did you want to tackle that too? Is it a waste of time or are they kind of helpful
Um,
in some sense?
I don't think diets is like a waste of time. Well, certain ones I believe are like the keto one. I have a friend that's been doing keto for like 3 weeks now, and she swears up and down that she's starving. So I don't know. I mean, I know everybody's different, but like, no, I don't think I would be able to do the keto diet because I'll be miserable. I
Yeah.
know I'll be miserable.
Yeah.
And like detoxing, I can't really say nothing about it because I didn't really much like detox before. I
Mm.
thought about it though, but I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I'd just be worried, like, if I was to just detox, I'd just be worried if I just like drop my blood sugar too low than what it's. So
Okay.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm like worried about. But other than that, yeah.
I love that. I love that. She said she's hungry on that keto. I that's all
Yeah.
I hear that
She
all day long.
she only eats meat and vegetables. Like she don't eat nothing else. And like
Yeah.
she won't have nothing. Even if it's sugar free, she will not have it.
Oh my goodness.
I
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah. People be on keto for 3 years. Like come on, be like, come on now. G,
I
what you got to say to
Okay, so
it? Here it comes.
okay, wait. So I definitely agree with what everyone's saying. Like, it definitely does, like the reasoning behind it definitely matters.
Mm,
I definitely you think you don't want to do those things solely for weight loss. Like, are you actually changing your lifestyle? Like what Jessica said, are you building a healthy relationship with food? I feel like if anything that could worsen it. That's just my opinion.
mm,
I also kind of see things a little differently. Like for example, with the detoxing, the fasting, all that, like for example, like Jamel said, we have our large intestine, we also have our liver.
mm.
So we have things in our body that already do that.
Yeah.
If they're functioning properly and normally, if you have a healthy liver, healthy large intestine, that's what they're gonna do automatically. So the way I see it, it's just like if you already have things in your body that are doing that, like why add more? Like
Mm,
as long as you try to, as long as you eat like healthy, drink lots of water, your body's gonna naturally release the toxins. Another thing I'll say is because a lot of people keep saying like release the toxins, release the toxins.
mm.
Well, why not just not consume the toxins in the first place so that you don't have to go through the detox?
Oh wow.
You
Ooh.
shouldn't consume them
Mm,
anyway if you're so concerned about the toxins.
mm. Hold on. I got a question for that. So you saying a detox is only really like a detox seems to only really be needed if you're already consuming the bag, if you're consuming the bag toxins.
Yeah, so it's like then don't consume them. Why are you consuming them on a regular basis? Do you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's just how I see it.
That's what
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, it goes when you ingest, it goes through the small intestines, and then whatever the body doesn't need, the large intestines puts out the toxins. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on that one, but I
mm,
think that's how it goes.
mm. Wow. That's deep. That's deep. Again, I hear exactly what you're saying. G, and I hear the point again. All right, what you just said, like, I get it. If it's a matter of detoxing, meaning that you're removing bad things, then why not? Why then
Why
just fix
consume it?
Why have to
Yeah.
consume it? Exactly. Why not just fix the things you're putting in, and then that way you wouldn't need a detox, is what you're saying.
Yeah, because then it's like you're consuming it,
Stand on the counter.
you want to remove it, but then are you gonna consume it after?
Yeah, that's
You
true.
feel better?
That's true. That's true.
Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like,
Dang, no, that's a good point. That's a snippet. All right, nah, that's a snippet. All right, Jamil.
So-
all right, yeah. Oh, okay. Anybody?
Okay.
No. Go ahead. I didn't know if anybody. Yeah.
So, okay, it's not necessarily a counter argument per se, because I completely understand where you're
No,
coming from.
argue. No, I'm playing.
Oh, no, it's not a counter argument. I do understand exactly what you're saying of changing your diet, but what I can say is, what I'll say is this is like what I live by, and it's it's multifaceted. It's not only with fitness, it's also with mental state and everything. But the decision that you make today affects your tomorrow, right? So yes, just stop eating, stop ingesting the toxin, but you also still have your past, that you had those yesterdays that affected your today. And for instance, me personally, like, I go by, I don't have to eat 3 meals a day per se. Because I feel that everyone, pardon my French, I feel that if you're eating 3 times a day, so much, these extremely large meals, I feel that everyone is full of shit, literally. And so, like, when you go on these fasts, like, this is the thing, the fact that I've gone on these fasts and I still am having bowel movements 14 and then 30 days and then 7, like, people have done that. Yes, you're continuing to get rid of waste. And, like, yes, once you go back into taking in food, you're not going to ingest those same toxins. Like, it's a difference between eating something that you make at home and then eating McDonald's. Like, no, do not continue to eat those things at McDonald's and say, like, I'm making a lifestyle change. Like, no, do not ingest those toxins anymore. No. But when you go on those fasts, you're allowing your body to, one, rest, and then get rid of what is in your body already to give yourself that reset. So I completely understand. Now, after you do your fast, yeah, don't go back to eating and ingesting those same toxins. Change your lifestyle. I completely agree.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I get what
Well,
you're
it's
saying.
like one thing I like to say is I'm always real big on different strokes for different folks.
Right.
Like for me, it's like totally different because like I don't want to get how you say it, TMI, too much information. Like I only have to go to the bathroom one time to poop out whatever I put in the body, and then that's even when I was ingesting 4,300 calories. I was having like 5 big meals to bulk up, 5 big meals,
Yeah,
and I still
that's
went to the bathroom only one time, which just still blew my mind. You know what I mean? It was just what
right.
I was
How
putting
long?
in my body would make the
How big was
difference.
that poop though?
He said,
Oh,
how big was that poop?
It wasn't.
How big?
It wasn't even my brother. It was the same as normal, dude. It tripped me, blew my mind, dude. Because when I went on that bulk, I was like, dang, man, I'm gonna be shitting a lot. And then it was the totally opposite. I still went to the bathroom once in the morning, and everything was normal. Yeah, it was just like a normal, like how I'm eating right now. I'm eating at
Yeah.
1,600 calories, and then the poop is still the same in the morning, even when I was eating at 4,300 calories. But like I said, though, different strokes for different folks. So.
And I totally agree with that, because you said, like, you're bulky. So, like, yeah, you gotta keep taking in that food. You have
Yeah.
to. You can't just not eat anything and then expect to bulk up.
So I kind of stepped away for a little bit. I just want to make sure.
I'm not a fitness guru.
Yeah, no, I just want to make sure I heard the counter. So were you countering what Giselle was saying? Were you agreeing? Were you kind of
there's agreements and also just like another side to it. I was just saying like, when you do your detox, you're kind of giving your body time to recorrect the past decisions, and then when you reintroduce your food, you're not going to ingest the same toxins that you did before.
So I just have a question about that because I get what you're saying. So now here's
Right.
my thing, because you, or at least you're making it seem like you've done multiple detoxes. So if you're like, let's say you do a detox, I don't know, starting tomorrow, right? And like it's releasing everything. And you're saying, because I also heard you were saying it doesn't release stuff just from yesterday, day before. It could be even like a week before. That's what you were kind of implying, right? Like it could just be in
It
your
can.
body, like, and it's
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
time to like release, right? I guess I guess my question is like, if that's the case and it should release everything, and then let's say you end your detox and then go back to, I know you said don't go back to the toxins, but I guess go back to like eating, regular food, but then you detox again months later, you're still are you still consuming maybe not the same toxins or like the same stuff, like bad stuff, unhealthy food, but you're consuming different types? Like I'm
So
trying to like frame
so
my
like
question.
so like so of course like there's toxins and parasites on everything, right? But
Yeah.
but there are obvious things like for instance, you know what not but people can kind of have a general idea of what they should be eating and then what they want to be eating, right? Of what they might think tastes good or whatever. So like for instance, okay, we can talk about the guy that ended up well, yeah, he had a different type of fast. He did a water fast, but he ended up eating bread or whatever. But um you're saying if someone doesn't change their lifestyle and then they do another fast again, will they be releasing those same toxins from before?
No, no, that's what I'm trying to like where my question, like what I'm trying to say is like, okay, like you do a detox and everything, it's supposed to release all the toxins. Like, why do you have to do another one months later?
Well, it depends on um how long. So like you have like there was someone that just did like a juice fast or a fruit fast for 180 days, but he ended up changing his lifestyle after. This is the thing. Like for instance, like okay, what my plan is for my future is I'm gonna do water fast, juice fast, and then I'm gonna go raw,
Mm.
and not consume any meat. So that means I'll be basically somebody would consider that a fast if you're only eating fruits and vegetables and no meat.
Mm.
Somebody could consider that being a fast, right? So I'll be on a lifetime fast or a lifetime detox, but you won't see negative effects per se.
Mm.
Everyone's different, but you won't see negative effects per se of of the opposite or the latter of if I was to go on my detox fast or whatever, and then I go back to the same lifestyle. Yeah, you're gonna have to go back and do another detox because that is when a detox would have been a waste of time
Mm.
because you didn't change anything afterward.
Mm.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like if I would like what my plan is going on a water fast, going on a juice fast, reintroducing my fruits and vegetables and staying that way for the remainder of my days. So I'll still be doing what someone else would consider a detox because they're like, "Oh, you're not eating meat. You're detoxing from meat." So like you're still if I continue to do that and continue to work on my fitness, like active, there's gonna be a change in my
Mm.
body, like over time, compared to that person that's like, well, I did my detox, now I'm going right back to McDonald's.
Mm.
Fell right
Yeah.
flat on my face.
Hmm. Okay.
Like I'll jump in to say, like
For
when you're
answer.
detoxing and you want to keep on going on the juice cleanse, and stuff like that, for I don't know how long it will be. It wouldn't be good for your fitness standpoint because you're not getting your protein intake is going to be low, your carbohydrates going to be low. We all need the carbohydrates to be restore muscle glycogen. we all need our essential amino acids to build the muscle. Like if somebody was to come to me and say, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this," but I was like, "Well, I guess building muscle is not in the question right now." So I'll be like, "All right, well, do your detox, whatever you got to do, and then we'll focus on building when you're done." I guess you know what I mean. So that's just my
Yeah.
standpoint on that.
Yeah, I
Now,
definitely get what. Oh, sorry.
you're fine. I was saying now for me right now, right now muscle is not necessarily my main thing. So that's
Yeah,
that goes back to art saying different strokes for different folks.
yeah, for sure.
But then
When I should
again,
probably be going for both.
Stop
Muscle and
arguing.
well,
health.
I
Stop
was just about to
arguing.
say, I was just about to say, we could drop body fat and build muscle at the same time.
well, that too,
Yeah.
but also just looking at from what Art said, a health and fitness standpoint, we all need muscle though. Like
Yeah.
we all need that. Your body needs that in order to move and to do certain things, carry your groceries, squat down to pick something up, reach over for something, like to do functional things that we do on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
Um, yeah, so yeah, I get what he's saying though too, and I kind of agree with that too. Like, I think doing that, like let's say eating fruits and vegetables for a long period of time, like fruits and vegetables are great. I think more people should be eating fruits and vegetables, but at the same time, like we also need our muscle, and I think over time, if you start to see muscle loss, there's something called muscle hypertrophy, growth of muscle. There's
Right.
muscle atrophy or atrophy, losing
Catabolic,
muscle.
catabolic.
Yeah, and that's also dangerous as well. So it's like, is is that healthy?
Yes,
So
and
like
another thing I like that. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jessica.
you're fine. So like I mean, I can't say that I've seen a lot of vegetarians or like I guess you can say fruitarians in
Jack.
like in
Mhm.
person per se. But like so vegetarians, would you consider them like if they like on a fitness aspect, do you think that they could not perform as well?
What?
No.
Before we jump in,
That,
before we
yeah,
jump
yeah,
into,
that's a good
Sorry,
yeah,
question right
that's a
there.
good
Because
question. No,
man,
no, no, but yeah,
I
just
I
see
for the
have
some
sake,
no
jack
clue.
vegetarians. I
no,
see some
for the
jack
sake of
vegetarians.
time though, we may have to push it though.
Okay, okay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, because
Real quick. One thing, real quick.
all right.
I had a vegetarian client, and he performed really well because it just depends
Yeah,
how you're getting your protein. As long as you know,
Yeah,
like, and I know there are different types. Some people like will still consume eggs and all. They're like they do things differently.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
right.
but I But yeah, I think a vegetarian can perform great as long as they're getting proper protein, eating whole foods, and eating generally
yeah.
healthy.
There's a
So
guy at my gym who's jacked, and he's a
Mm.
vegan, and he's a vegan,
That's
and I
that's
was
what
like,
I'm going for.
yeah, yeah. I was like, holy shit. He said, yeah, trust me, bro. He's like, I eat a lot of Kion. I was like,
Mm.
okay, I got you, I got you.
Yeah, that broccoli, man. I'm telling you, yeah,
yeah,
protein, yeah. No,
yeah, I know you.
yeah,
But
yeah,
thank you
I
for
know.
answering my questions.
I love this. I love this. Giselle don't usually get back and forth with people, so I'm like, hold on now. Look, they going back and forth. I gotta break this up.
Hey, I want to learn.
I love this. I love this. I love. Actually, that's a whole nother topic. That's why I was like, vegetarians, vegan. Can you still maintain that and live a mobile lifestyle, healthy
That
lifestyle?
is another
That's
topic, Dre.
another topic.
Like, well, this conversation is like really, really good. You know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
it's I think it's very knowledgeable from
Mm-hmm.
both ends.
Exactly. I'm telling you, man. I be picking these topics for a reason because people need to hear it. People need to know this stuff. Jamil, did you go though? I feel like I haven't heard
I
much
did
from
not
you.
go.
Yeah, he
I
ain't
just
go.
go.
I was like, hold on. Look, Giselle took out this. Like, hold on, Jamil. I was like, dang.
Sorry.
Nah, you good. You good.
Could you ask the question one more time?
Yeah, hey, look, that's messed up. He forgot.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. No, it's good, man. Let me
My
see.
man's like, man, what these people arguing over?
Right.
No, I'm like, well, this is a debate right here. I'm just watching.
I love it. I love it. All right. So the question was, do you find them helpful or are they just a waste of time and money when it comes to detoxing and dieting?
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely will find dieting helpful, right? Because like I said, it's always 80% nutrition, 20% fitness here. So let's say if you're dieting and like bulking and you want to eat a certain amount of protein, a certain amount of calories, a certain amount of carbs. You have to do that in order to hit your hypertrophy. Just like Giselle said, there's hypertrophy and there's atrophy. Right. So if you're not eating as much as you should be eating, you're gonna put yourself in atrophy. Like, there's this thing called overtraining. When you train too hard, you're not getting enough nutrients and malnutrients here, and you're gonna put yourself in a malnourishment. Right. Your body's gonna start to get malnourished. You'll be like, overhydrated. You're gonna start to lose muscle mass, start to lose focus, and you're gonna lose a lot of endurance. All right. So I would definitely say the dieting, you're going to need that. Like, you never will be able to overtrain a bad diet. Right. So more so the detox thing, I would definitely say, I wouldn't really push that on somebody who's trying to gain or lose weight. All right. Like, just like Art and everybody said, more so the detox really comes from just for you, like, how you like to live your life, and like, how it more so works for you. I know for me, like, I'm spiritual, and like, I'm Islamic. So like, and also like I eat like 3,000 calories a day.
Wow.
All right. So I eat 3,000 calories a day. So if I'm doing that just 365 days of the year, I'm never really actually giving my chance to push out everything that I'm putting in. Then it's like, I feel bloated. Like, my stomach feels like it hurts. Sometimes I want to throw up. I just like, I don't know. I really just don't like that feeling. Like, so for me, like, after eating all that, and I know what Giselle said, like, when, what's the point of detoxing if you're just going to have to go right back? All right. Like, for me, it's more so like of my body and my body type, my weight, because I'll eat all those calories, all the calories, all the, why did that word I had a brain fart.
No, you good. Yeah.
No, the carbs, the protein, and everything. Right. But once I give myself a detox, it can be like 5 days or 7 days, right? I can burn that body fat down, because your body's only able to gain 1 gram a month or 1 pound of muscle per month. But like, you can gain as much fat as you want. You can just keep eating. Right. So like, for me, I have a really ectomorph body type where I'm very linear, skinny, not a lot of body fat. So when I see myself eating all those calories, I do put on a lot of body fat. So once I detox myself, like, I'll cut right back down to the weight that I have. Like, I've been at 150 pounds for a year.
Oh wow.
Like, but my muscle it always will go up. Like, after the fast, I will look a lot more ripped, and I'll be a lot more ripped. And then I'll eat, let the fat burn itself off. And then the muscle, like, I just looks a lot more defined, and I feel a lot better. Like, I just have like a lot more energy. I can move around, do a lot more stuff. So for me, that's really the reason why I detox. Like, but if you're on it for like, like I want to just weight loss, I want to lose weight, I wouldn't suggest that for you. I would suggest follow a meal plan, a diet plan, and stick to that plan. All right. Because you're not going to be able to stay away from sugar. There's sugar in everything that we have. Just like I just had this, I literally just had my protein pie right now, and it's like, there's sugar in there. There's a lot of sugar in there. So, yeah, everything that you really eat is going to have sugar in it. So, like, I would never, I would say everything. No, take that back. But a lot of stuff that you're going to eat is going to have sugar in it, right? So you're not really going to necessarily be able to run from that. So I wouldn't be like, hey, detox in order to lose weight. I would just find like, what's best for you, right? Let's say if it's 1,500 calories a day, all right, just stay at that 1,500 calories a day. Drink a gallon of water a day. Eat as many grams of protein as you have lean muscle mass on your body, right? That would be for the weight loss thing. But for when it comes for detoxing, I really would push that for how you are spirituality here and what your mindset is on.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a great response.
That was deep.
Yeah, that was yeah. No, I love that. Yeah, I appreciate that. I think it kind of culminated what a lot of us were saying. Again, I know, people going back to people like May and Shirley. I know, again, y'all both are kind of just like, from what I hear, it's not really something that I think is even needed or something I would necessarily do, but, to each his own. And that's what I'm hearing. Like, it seems like there's and maybe, whoever could respond to this, but it seems like holistically, you all are pretty much saying to each its own, like in a sense, to each his own.
Yeah, because there's all different types. There's 3 different types of body types for one, and then for 2, everybody's different when it comes to DNA. Like, your nationality, you're from, all those sorts of things. They do come into play. All right, so like you just said, to each his own. let's say if you're out of the country, I have 90% of my clients are from like, India, Middle Eastern,
Oh wow.
Asia, or wherever. They're like, I hardly have any clients that's from Seattle. Matter of fact, I don't think I have one client from Seattle.
What the heck?
So
Wow.
no, right? I know, right? So that's a big environment change.
Mm.
Anybody I know, whether it's one of my clients, whether it's one of my friends, anybody who's like goes out of the country for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they always come back and they lose about 20, 30 pounds. They lose a lot of weight whenever they go outside of America. And that comes to like, what they're doing to the food here, right? Processed food,
Yeah,
all that bad stuff.
absolutely.
Right. So yeah, it really determines on where you're at, what your body type is, and what your nationality type is, and what your DNA is.
Mm. Mm.
I'm glad that you brought that up about the spiritual part because
Mm.
that's also a primary. It's not only discipline, but that's also another reason why I love to fast
Because of that.
it's of the spiritual aspect. It's a whole yeah. I'm glad you
Right.
brought that up.
That's exactly what I was. Yeah. A lot of people don't take that into consideration too. It's a religious thing. It's a you can even say it's a form of discipline, right? Like it's a form
Right.
of
It's a meditation.
It is. It is. It's a form. It is a form of constant meditation. It's a form of
It's meditation.
determining. Yeah,
Hey Trey,
that's why I love it.
remember that's the reason why I went from Catholic to Christianity because they
yeah.
wanted
Oh
me to
yeah, I remember
fast.
that, bro.
I wasn't fasting, bro. I'm not fasting, bro. That's just not in me.
Yo, he changed his religion because he said he wasn't fast.
I am not fasting.
Yo,
Yeah, I
Jessica,
went.
you missed that. Yeah, you missed that.
I went from
That is
Catholic and
hilarious.
straight to a
That's hella
Christian,
funny.
baby.
He said that was it. I
That's
can't.
hilarious.
I know.
Yeah,
He
that's
said that
funny.
one time on a call. He said, "Man, they said you have
But
to
the
fast."
thing
I
is,
said,
do you have to fast or like,
as
Is
a
it a
Christian,
choice?
yeah, or is it
mm,
like, is it a choice thing?
all right, you want to take it?
As being Catholic or Christian?
Oh well, the Catholics they got their way of fasting, and then Christianity has their own way of fasting. I lean more to the Christianity because you don't have to if you're gonna fast, you don't have to actually fast from food. You can actually fast from. All right, I'm gonna fast off of not let's just
Using
say
your phone.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna fast off social media. I'm gonna fast off of things that are not good for the body. I'm gonna fast off of it doesn't have to be strictly food. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Because
like
that.
when our church fasted, I stayed off of social media and then I went MIA for about 2.5 weeks.
Wow.
And then came back on the scene was like, "What's up, yo?"
I love it, man. I love it. I love it. These are great questions. I even was gonna.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that's like almost the same with Islam. That's almost the same with
Mm.
Islam, except it is mandatory for you to food fast. Right? Definitely
Mm.
mandatory for you to food fast here. Just to
Unless you're
clear.
pregnant.
All
Like,
right. Yeah, unless you're pregnant. Yep.
here.
There's that.
Yeah, look, maybe threw that in there.
Right. But yeah, you can also like, same thing Art said. You can fast for whatever you feel like is mind altering for you. Like, that could be music. Like, that could be like, if let's say driving, whatever you feel like is mind altering for you, you can fast. Smoking, drinking, like, watching TV, all those sorts of things, guys. It's a form of fasting just for you to build up your neurological system here and like, feel a lot better with inside yourself where your mind is actually at like, a peace. All right. So it all comes to almost the same line, pretty much. It aligns with each other.
That's dope. That's dope. No, I appreciate that. I appreciate you even, saying that. No, I love this. This is again, this topic has brought out so many different discussions. We could go, there's so many rabbit holes that we can go down with this. But for the sake of time, I won't. So I guess my final question, and this could be holistically, anybody could just say yes or no. Before we close out, again, I want to just be mindful of you all's time. But ultimately, would you recommend detoxing and dieting to someone? I know everyone pretty much gave a reason why not. But just ultimately, I guess personally, would you all recommend it, or would you all not recommend it? Just say, hey, no, it's not something you really should do. I really wouldn't recommend it.
It depends on the person.
Just depends on the person.
Yeah, it depends.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people I
same
would say
thing.
no.
It depends. Yeah, like I said, same thing. It depends on the person and what your goal is. But I always would recommend a diet.
Always recommend a diet. Okay. I love
Yeah,
it.
because that could be helpful, I guess. But like, yeah, I guess it just depends on the person. Because some people don't believe in detoxing and stuff. So yeah, it
Okay.
depends.
Okay. I want our viewers to know. It's for people who considering trying. Okay. G.
I would recommend a diet, not a fat diet, but I would recommend a
But no,
diet as like
I
a lifestyle change. Yes,
It's a lifestyle
that
change.
type of
Okay,
diet.
that's good. That's good.
Yes,
That's
I
good. That's
recommend
good.
a diet.
Okay. I love that. I love that. G. Art.
Yeah, same thing. Definitely not like a fad diet, but just like a lifestyle change, change your habits.
Change your
Right.
habits. Okay.
Yeah, and then it does depend on the person too. I wouldn't recommend, me personally, I just wouldn't recommend detox to beginner. So if I feel like they're more, they've kind of been working out or had their fitness journey for some time, I can see like the more discipline, then I'm like, okay, like do your thing. It's up to you. But to a beginner, I don't think I would though.
Love it. I love that's really good point. Really good point. I love that.
Yeah,
Art.
like how we said well, Giselle, just like how you mentioned lifestyle changes. Like me personally, I don't mention the word diet because right when you hear the word diet, you think of food restriction,
Come
and
on.
that's
Yeah.
just not in the way I roll. I always said we need to make lifestyle changes of what we put in the body, and then we're gonna go get into a calorie deficit. This is how we're gonna handle it. On detox parting, just like I said, if that's what they want, but I'll as me as a PT, I would definitely go be like, hey, no, if we're building muscle, negative. If you want to cleanse out the body, go for it. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to recommend anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
Back to what Art just said. That's a really good point because I don't use the word diet either. Right?
Oh, okay.
Because
Wow.
already, if you say diet to somebody, that means like like, dang, you think I'm fat? Like I need to lose weight, or like it can come off
Yeah.
the wrong
Yeah,
way.
you come
I
off.
always
Yeah,
use the word,
Yeah.
I always use the word nutrition plan, and I'm
yeah.
100% give somebody a nutrition plan or recommend a nutrition plan no matter what you're trying to do. Right? Because let's say if I want to build up muscle, like I said, I tried to overtrain a bad diet. Like you can dirty bulk, but I definitely wouldn't recommend it. Like, let's say if you want to build up mass muscle, and you're eating McDonald's, fried chicken, gluten foods,
Yeah.
and all these things. I mean, yeah, you can like necessarily bulk up from that because we see prisoners do it all the time,
Yeah.
right? Right. But at the same time, you're not gonna really feel that great. Like, you'll be throwing up. You're gonna feel like, queasy. Like, you're gonna be losing endurance. Like, I wouldn't recommend it. You can get your gains from that, but it'll be very slower than as of
I'm
like,
glad you brought that
things that you
up.
want to do the
Yeah,
right.
and most definitely. Because if you dirty bulk, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna build up you're gonna bulk up, you're gonna put on weight, you're gonna put on size, but you're also gonna put on a lot of fat mass. And then
Yep.
when you decide to actually come down and start shredding, you just made it 10 times longer to get to your process goal, your outcome goal. You know what I mean? So no dirty bulking, always a clean, lean bulk, however you want to call it, but never a dirty bulk.
I'm glad you brought that up about prisoners because I work with
Oh
inmates.
yeah.
I'm a correctional officer, so I
Oh
see it all the
shit.
time.
CO in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, look, don't y'all say anything. She gonna come after you. Look. Hope everybody clean. You know what I'm saying? Don't say it. Don't slip up and look snitch on yourself.
But yeah,
No,
I
I'm
see
like, we got a
dirty bulk
cop in
all
here.
the
Look.
time. Right.
We got 5-0, man. 5-0 in here. Look.
Yeah, in our unit,
Right.
is one. Nah.
I love this. Y'all are hilarious.
Look, we
What
got
county?
5
What county or city do you work in? If you don't mind me asking.
What's your question? Say it one more time.
What county or city do you work in? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, Cushing, Oklahoma.
Oh, that's like some real serious shit.
Oh, Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
No, Cushing,
Oh, I don't know what that is, but
which is
okay.
like an hour. It's like an hour away. It's an hour south.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say okay. See, yeah, I'm gonna say they don't be playing down there. They
A
don't be.
lot of our detainees and inmates come from Texas and like New Orleans and stuff.
Maybe making sure you ain't near her. Maybe said
Yeah.
Oklahoma City. Okay.
You know, us folks in Texas, man, they just don't
Oh,
know how to
Texas,
act right.
yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Y'all
Louisiana,
just can't get no act right.
I know, man.
Louisiana
Yeah,
too.
just
Yeah.
can't get no act right.
Hey, I was gonna probably be visiting you too until I found the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
I had to change my
I'm glad
lifestyle
you
around
found
too.
Hey.
Hey, but
Yeah.
hey, I tell you what, I turned to fitness before my lifestyle got chaotic, and I actually went that route. And then, yeah,
Yeah.
of course, I met my peace with God too. But yeah, fitness actually saved my life in two different ways.
Go. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Yeah, I wish that the people that I see on a day-to-day basis, I wish they would have found fitness before they found themselves behind the bars, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And
you can
finding
If
Jesus
they
outside the bar. You
found it
know what I'm
after
saying?
the fact.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
you can find it
Yeah,
afterwards.
but
You
they
know,
found
everybody
both
has
of them after the fact.
Yeah.
everybody deserving like of a second chance, and everybody can change.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
it depends on though. It really depends on you, your
Yeah.
mindset.
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how people do it though. Like, I've been to that place one time and I never went back. Nope.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hold
Yeah.
on. You ain't tell me. That's a whole other. That's a whole story,
Hey,
man. What you
look,
talking
I
about?
want to know.
Nah, I want to know. You ain't tell me that. Look,
Oh Lord.
look, we got the check-in coming up. I want to
Dude,
hear.
I've been there. I don't want to go back.
Right.
Right. I'm like, hold on. Maybe don't look like she heard her fly, man. What maybe doing?
well, I mean, hey, since we're here, we're talking about it.
Come on.
Letting it out, man. Yeah, for me, I've been incarcerated myself too. That's
Let's go.
actually where my fitness journey actually started out.
Let's
Was like
go.
NFL. I spent 2 years, 2 years behind bars.
Oh.
So yeah, I never went back either. I ain't never went. What? I'm like, it was not comfortable for me.
Yeah.
But that was then when I decided to become a personal trainer because I knew where I started at where I did not want to go, and I knew how encouraging it could be. How encouraging it actually is. Right. So my goal right now is to provide motivation and new life purposes to people through fitness.
Come on, bro.
Exactly, bro. Man,
That's
I
awesome.
just
It's a
love
snippet, bro.
Yes,
A snippet.
yes,
Yeah, I'm putting this
that's
out there. That's a
golden.
snippet, bro. I'm sorry.
That is golden, my brother.
That's
That is
gold. Yeah,
It
that's
golden.
is.
gold. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's go, man. This is why we do what we do.
Full circle.
Full circle. Full circle. Like,
Hey, I love it. I love it.
come on, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
that's awesome.
See,
Well,
and that's another thing, like how Jamil has his, like me, like I'm kind of like in the same. I didn't go to prison or anything, but I almost lost my life due to alcoholism.
mm-hmm.
I was a bad alcoholic, and then when I turned to fitness, I know what fitness did to my life and turned my life around 180. That's the reason why I became a personal trainer because I wanted to help people who had that same problem that what I did, and I could help them through fitness.
Come on.
Right. Now I didn't go to prison. Now let's not put that on me.
Oh,
I was about to put the snippet. The snippet was went to prison for 2 years. I was about to say the snippet was going to
county.
the snippet was going to say went to prison for 2 years. All right. Hey, look.
Let's get that straight though.
So where did you go for 2 years then?
You said what?
Where did you go for 2 years then?
I was in King County. I was in the county the whole time.
Oh, so okay.
She want to know. Look, I ask them questions, man. We got five.
Hey, I did not want to go there, and
where was you?
We got 5 more right here.
I ain't never been back. I've been out of jail for about 3 years now. I ain't never been back. I'll never go back. Not spend one. You ain't getting a day out of me. I tell you that.
Okay. Man, where was you at?
Okay.
The same. The same. I was only in there for like a couple hours, and honestly, like I would not wish it on my worst enemy because it was like, I don't know, my mind just went somewhere else because it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
It was not for me. Like I don't know how people get out and go back. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Like,
yeah, you have so many different things. Like there are some people that say they will never go back. And yeah, some people that are like, I've been there so long, like I need to do something so I can go back because that is their new home.
Because that's their life. Yeah, I've seen that too. I've seen people who didn't want to get out.
Oh, that's crazy.
No, but thank y'all opening up, man. This is deep. Again, I don't want to keep everyone for too long, but whatnot. But this was perfect. This was perfect. Y'all opening up like this, Jamil, man. You always seem to start it off like this. It's funny. You did that last time too. You did that last time too, bro.
Some bomb to throw on you guys.
You always do it, bro.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah,
that's my dog. That's my dog. I haven't talked to
All
him. We
about
haven't
the
had a conversation.
Right? Because it's a rehabilitation center. That's what they call it, right? But it's more so on you to rehabilitate yourself. If you can't, just like she just said, May just said, if you can't, take accountability for yourself, realize where you messed up, and move forward, you're gonna go back.
Yeah. Because literally, like, even with my position, like, my job is not to rehabilitate you. My job is to make sure that you guys are safe. That's literally my job. My job is just to make sure that you remain alive, and I remain alive.
Yeah.
But you have to rehabilitate yourself, and regardless of like if you choose to go to books, like there are people that go for books, they go for fitness, they have to hone in on something to rehabilitate and bring themselves back and it. Yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles and behind them doors.
All right, $735.
Yeah, in 2 years.
My
Damn, you
You
came
have
back
nothing but
smart
time.
and everything.
That man came back with right. He opened up a library, man.
Genius.
Okay, you might as well. I don't know if you do, but you should do like book reviews. Might as well. You have 750 under your belt. Might as well add that.
There's this lady on TikTok. She did it for like 40 years, and then the stuff that she talks about, like, it was just heartbreaking because you see a lot of stuff, and it's just like, wow.
A lot of stuff.
I went to school for it, and then I just didn't want to do it no more. It was too much.
Yeah. Look, man, this ain't look. We gotta close it though. We got I know some people got things they gotta do, but I love it. Again, I'm loving this. I do not want to cut it off, but it's just for the sake of everyone's time. So again, thank y'all so much. I'm gonna post everyone's social media. I pretty much copied and pasted it from a document, so y'all don't have to shout that out. But again, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for the time. Thank y'all for being transparent even afterwards. Let's go. Meal prepping. All right, got it. Come on, Art. Come on with it, man.
First time, bro. First time.
That's crazy. That looks so weird seeing you doing this.
Yeah, I know. It does feel weird. It does feel weird.
Wait, what are you having?
I tell you what, I feel so organized though.
What are you having?
You're definitely organized.
Yeah, I feel so organized. This is nothing but chicken breast. I'm putting 10 ounces in each bowl so far I can have for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Is that white rice that I see?
Oh, no. No, that is actually egg whites. I'm throwing the egg whites inside with my chicken breast just to get an extra. That's extra 20 grams of protein. That's 4 servings right there. Yeah, the extra. Like all my dinners, I get all my carbohydrates from pre-workout and post-workout nutrition. And then right now, I'm pretty much not consuming any carbs at night. I'm just strictly straight protein. I be eating like 85 grams of protein a night in one meal. Yeah.
Straight protein.
Yeah.
Straight protein.
You're going to turn into one.
You're going to turn into a protein. I love it. Well, guys, man, we're going to end it here. Love y'all, man. Got nothing but love for y'all. Thank y'all so much for showing up, showing out, being a part, engaging. Again, just stay hitting the goal, stay being supportive, inspirational, because y'all don't realize how much there's people in this group that look up to y'all, from Jamil, Art, Shirley, Jessica, Giselle, Meme. There's people looking up to y'all in this group. So please continue to just do what you do so that those people can also be inspired. You know what I'm saying? That's really all I can really like push for that as a group leader. But thank y'all so much. We're going to chop it up next Sunday. And until then, all right, you want to leave them with it?
Let the gains be with y'all.
There we go. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night, man. Thank y'all. Love y'all. And until next time.
You
Have
too,
a good
big
night, you guys.
Peace.
Bye.
All right, y'all.